Hello everybody, my name is Hui, and today I'm going to be talking about another riddle called the world's most evil wizard riddle. Well, let me tell you a little bit about this. The wizard, a really evil wizard called Moldovert, has been trying to kill you for years. Look, in the past, he have tried all the ways and all the tips that he can use to kill you, but he can't. Well, after some months preparing or something, we don't know, he looks like he's going to be successful at this. Because the wizard's charms wards up every spell you know. Like if you get a spell, out. The wizard can just use the charms words off and like that, so that all of your spell will be disappeared and goes to your side. Yeah, that is something that you haven't expected. And your friends are on their way to help you, but not yet. They need about 15 minutes. 15 minutes to go there and help you. But look, you can't just ward those balls in front of him and he could basically code you. But when you look around at the very last moment, you find out a special kind of chessboard. A cursed one, not a usual one. You throw it into a mortarboard, and what happened to him was that mortarboard was being inside of the board chest. But there's a trick. Look, this is the chessboard that we have. It is a 5x5 chessboard, right? It looks like this. And there's one thing that's super. If Moldovert comes in the middle of this, then he can come out. Imagine the way that you want to do right now is to keep Moldovert inside this chessboard as long as you can so that your friends, your homies can go and help you. Well, how? You have to choose 4 numbers so that Moldovert could choose. And when he chose that, you could move him to the directions of the numbers. Well, which numbers would help you? And which 4 numbers can you choose to help Moldovert trapped by your spouse long enough for help to arrive? This is the clues and the roles. You chose 4 distinct positive whole numbers. Those numbers must be distinct, must be positive whole number. It can't be a imbecile like 3/3 or something that is illegible. Each round, Motorboard picks one of the 4 numbers. Then you choose a space whose center is that number distance away from his location. Then you move by your choice. If you can't pick a point exactly that distance away, the spell is broken and you're doomed or you're dead. You need to keep Motorboard trapped as long as necessary. And mortars start in one of the 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you can stop the videos now so that you can figure it out for yourself. Let's go and solve it. This is the chessboard. You can see. And this is a kind of chessboard That's magic, you know? And Mozart can go anywhere, just as if it's your number. And he chose the number that you have. You can't change the number. Well, look, what if you have the number 1, 2, 3, 4? Mozart picks 3, he goes there, then he chooses 3 or 4 one more time. Then he would come inside this middle part, the special part, and he can get out. And you're killed by that time. So that number must be bigger than 4. 4 is not necessary right now. Well, think about this. In fact, points are that distance 5 from each other, which we know to the Pythagorean theorem. Like this, they state that the squares of the sides of a right triangle add up to the squares. And these numbers, some of the most famous one is 3, 4, 5. And that triangle is heading all over the chessboard. So if Mozart, he says he's at 5, he says 5, he's going to be moving to these, right? And you see, these all corners will be the same. Eventually, if he moves there or if he moves there, he still gets like in the past. There's nothing changed. So we can color them blue. These ones too are also really the same to each other. So we can choose red. And these ones are also look like the same. So orange, we can color them in. This is a kind of 60 squares, right? Look around. But what if we just minimize it to 3? That'd be easier. And those one in the middle that haven't been colored are those ones that are dead ways. If Mozart comes inside, we die. So the number must be more than 3. So you see, these oranges are just unnecessary now, and those oranges can help Mozart to come out real quick. So these are also dead ways. We are left with reds and green, reds and blues. 2 couldn't be the number, right? So our answer could be 1, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if it's true with Mozart on. Look, he's there, right? And Mozart, if we choose 3, he will travel to there. If he chooses 4, he travel to 5. If we choose 1, he travel to these. And if you keep doing that, Mozart would never come to the oranges or the uncolored one. So you can keep doing that all the whole time until your friend mate comes in and helps you. And imagine that. That is super. And even if your friends comes late, you can play that with Mozart for really all the time without even thinking, because it will just repeat after and after. There's nothing change. So you see, the world's most evil wizard was not really hard to beat at all, right? I'll see you guys later.